Hi there, Cristian King here, editor of Wollondilly Express, and we're coming with new results from the virtual tally room from the New South Wales Electoral Commission. And I'm very grateful to be joined here by Mayor Matt Gould, who has comfortably been re-elected to the mayoralty. So, firstly, Matt Gould, thank you so much for joining us.
No worries, Christian. Thanks for having me.
So, just so people can get a bit of context with this result, right? And I've got them right here in front of me. Uh, Matt Gould is just shy of, under 100 votes shy of 20,000 formal votes out of 31,000 formal votes. So to put that in context, so he received over 62% of the vote, and second place was Councillor Paul Rogers for the mayoralty with just 16% of the vote. So, first question I've got for you, Mr. Mayor, is did you expect to see such a large margin for your re-election?
No, not at all. Look, it's been mind blowing, incredibly humbling. Um, we were hoping we would do well, but never in my wildest dreams did I think we would do as well as we have. It's really humbling. Really sort of makes me feel that I've got to double down and get out and work for the people of Wollondilly every day to show that I'm worthy of the just enormous level of trust and support that's been shown for me and my team.
And just looking at the results, the initial count results by each polling place, you got the highest vote out of every single candidate at every polling place in pre-poll, with the exception of Appin Hall, where Paul Rogers got a slightly higher vote there. Why do you think Appin Hall, there was a bit of a swing towards Paul Rogers there as opposed to yourself?
Look, I mean, I think Paul ran a really solid campaign over in Appin. There's obviously a lot of change happening over there at the moment, a lot of challenges that need to be addressed. Um, and yeah, look, Paul ran really well. Appin was never a booth that I expected to win, to be honest. In fact, a lot of the booths that we won, I never expected to win. I was really happy with the performance we got there. I think at the last election, I got something like 74 votes over at Appin. So to have pulled up, I think it was just close to a third of the vote this time around was um, completely beyond the expectation that we had on that booth as well. But you know, clearly Paul ran a really solid campaign. I'm really glad that he got back in as a councillor and looking forward to working with him over the next 4 years to make sure that we get the outcomes that the people of Appin need.
Coming towards this new term, it's expected over the upcoming term that there'll be an estimated 20,000 new residents moving into Wollondilly Shire. What do you think needs to be done to support that growth? And how do you plan to navigate that with the new term of council?
Look, I think the thing that we really need to push, particularly within our growth areas, is what we have been pushing is that state infrastructure. We have massive problems with the sewerage at Wilton. We don't have the public transport. We still don't have confirmation of a hospital. We need to really be pushing the state government hard to make sure that that infrastructure is provided, because it's horribly lacking at Wilton, and we need to make sure that if they're going to proceed with, this additional growth area at Appin, that all of that infrastructure is in place. We can't see a repeat of the problems that we have had at Appin, and I think it is incumbent upon myself and all of the councillors to make sure that we are really advocating hard for that critical state infrastructure because it's stuff that council just can't provide even if it wanted to. But it's infrastructure that needs to be provided by the state government. Outside our growth areas, I think the message that we had of our vision for the Shire certainly resonated with the community. We want to see the overwhelming majority of growth within Wollondilly within the growth area, and we want to try to retain as much of that village lifestyle as we can in the rest of the Shire, as much as we can, and we will continue to fight for that. And we've got a very clear vision on how we would like to see the growth that is coming proceed.
No, appreciate that. Just wanted to ask as well, departing the council, you have the member for Wollondilly, Judy Hannon, and Councillor Michael Banasek, who've served for decades on Wollondilly Council. In your opinion, we'll be losing so much, by losing so much historic knowledge, within that governing body, do you think it's going to create additional challenges?
We're certainly going to feel the loss of both Councillor Hannon and Councillor Banasic. There have been multiple times when being able to ask them why was this decision made in the late 90s, what was the thinking, what was the reasoning, what were the challenges at the time. That has been very helpful on a number of occasions to help shape our thinking and try to get the best outcomes we can. Obviously, we're not going to have that luxury anymore, but I'm sure we could certainly reach out to both of them if we needed to. But yeah, we will feel their loss. I do think we've got the right people around the table to be able to manage it, but I'm certainly going to miss being able to ask them why did we do X Y Z 20 years ago.
No, no, appreciate that. And I've also got to ask because, similar incident in neighbouring Wollondilly, neighbouring Widgecarribee involving a hat at election. Now, the New South Wales Electoral Commission does not regulate articles of clothing, but I've got to ask, did you see it being a bad faith move by some candidates to wear your signature akubra at polling places?
Not at all. I saw this in the paper the other week that there was apparently some drama between me and Councillor Deeth, and that wasn't the case at all. I actually think it's great that more people are wearing akubras. Basically, all what happened is we were down there. We're both named Matt. We were both on the poll. We were both wearing akubras, and after we'd been there for about 15 minutes, three people had got us confused. And so he changed his hat out. Like there was, Councillor Deeth is a really good friend. There's no animosity. There's no drama there at all. I think that was a bit of a mountain out of molehill that was made on that issue, and I hope we see a lot more people wearing akubras because they're fantastic.
Love that you're supporting Aussie-made hats. That's great. Really, really appreciate your time this afternoon, and look forward for many more times to come. Congratulations again on your big victory for re-election.
Thanks, Cristian. Have a good one.